Hi butterflies! Time for this year's animation recap. Just like last year, I will have information on each animation on screen like this. And that should be everything. So let's get into it. The first animation for this year was the 2022 intro that I attempted the first time in January and didn't finish. Next up is the Creative Identity animation, the first project for University of this year. This was January 30th. Next up is the Lemmy Walk Cycle. This was finished February 7th. Next up is Stoick's Funeral Kinetic Typography animation. This was finished February 23rd.
May the Valkyries welcome you and lead you through Odin's great battlefield. May they sing your name with love and fury, so that we might hear it rise from the depths of Valhalla, and know that you've taken your rightful place at the table of kings. For a great man has fallen. A warrior, a chieftain, a father, a friend.
Next up is the Bjorger Run Cycle, finished February 27th, and Lemmy was made as the test and practice animation for Bjorger, and then Bjorger is my own design and animation.
Father told me someday I would buy galley with good horse, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, nubble borkai steer, steady course to the haven, hew many foemen, hew many foemen.
Next up is the Childish War animation meme, which is still unfinished, and hopefully will be eventually. I do still really like this, so I plan to finish it. I just don't know when I'll have time to.
Once upon a time, yes, a very long time ago, lived a family noble and old whose children are very close. And on it goes. So down to us, you peasants, study is your prince and princess. We're here to call to attention all of your mistakes. Hold up, trying again. What do you bet? You can't see through anything I'm throwing you. Right, I'll leave them under you since you want it so bad. You know, everyone come and take your hand, please. Something natural that I'm trying. If you really didn't know I cheat by nature, always looking for that one thing greater. Right. Guess you earned a gold star for very good job. You're the only rival that I can say. So for tonight it's you and me, but I'll win. Hey. Listen up, your brothers. You really think you are grown up. You're always so weak. And I'm your own. I'm gonna have before the last ask you to do that. I see. No, you're older. You don't act like it. That house is dead. I've decided that I'll be the big brother. Okay. You're just so annoying, God, just so annoying. Yelling at me like it went on. Now you're just all part. Bloody even fire, gone that never tires. Generation rising, the one who will be me. Causing so much trouble, see my mischief double. Come on, boy, you gotta admit that I'm doing it. I want to 100, I'll take whatever's there. Thank you for your precious service. Peachy Ferris, wait a second, what was this, a draw? This is so fair, brother. I swear this is true. Be the one right. Look at the sports. Calm down for a second. Right. Stop. Just go. 1 second. Oh my God. Go away. Oh God.
Next is the flag tag loop animation, which was created on April 6th.
Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
Next is the Vetr Eldr teaser. This was finished April 27th and is still one of my favorite animations.
On the south by the fire sun, and the morning will come soon. I'll tell you stories of a better time in a place that we once knew. Before we packed our bags and left all this behind us in the dust, we had a place that we could call home in a life no one could touch. Don't hold me up now, I can stand my own ground. I don't need your help now, you won't let me down, 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 down.
Next up is the Characters of Flagstaff animation, finished May 1st. This is Georgie White Clark. Georgie was born as Georgia Day Ross on November 13, 1910 in Guymon, Oklahoma. At the age of 9, she then moved to Denver, Colorado, where she was raised. At the age of 17, Georgie had a daughter, Simona Rose. However, tragedy would strike in 1944. When at the age of 15, her daughter was killed by a hit-and-run driver while bicycling. Georgie then took to hiking in the desert with her friend Harry Allison. In June 1946, Georgie and Harry wanted to prove that river travel was safe, so they hiked to the Colorado River and on June 26th began their epic journey through the Grand Canyon on a one-man U.S. Army Air Corps rescue raft. In 1952, Georgie was the first woman to row the full length of Marble and Grand Canyons. Georgie made a name for herself in the early 1950s by strapping 3 rafts together and taking customers river running.
And I put the 3 together, and it just worked so good, and they were so tough that nothing seemed to happen. And I used those on all my exploratory trips.
This began Georgie's career as a river running guide. Those she took down the river with her were known as the Royal River Rats. When asked how she came up with the name, Georgie said it was because when she ran people down the cataract, she'd call those she took regular river rats. When taking people then down the Grand Canyon, she'd have special things like an initiation, so they were royal. There's even some special Royal River Rat songs.
Well, we had just the one that we sing to everybody, which is not much of a song, that goes, I'm a river rat, you're a river rat, we're all a river rat. And when we get together, we like to sing our song, and then it just goes yak, 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 and you clap your hands and yak, yak, yak about 4 times. Then you give a loud yell, yeah, to everybody going by you.
However, not everything was fun and games on the rapids. In July 1972, her business had the first commercial rafting fatality, May Hansen, age 64. Then in 1959, she had the first person to be evacuated by helicopter from the Grand Canyon, Vernon Reed, who suffered severe skull and spinal fractures. Even despite her controversial methods, on October 11, 2001, the United States Board on Geographic Names renamed the Mile 24 Rapid in her honor. On May 12, 1992, at the age of 81, Georgie passed away from cancer. Despite her flaws, at the end of the day, Georgie was just an adventurous, thrill-seeking woman who wasn't afraid of dying or running the dangerous rapids of the river.
Oh, I love the river. I will always love it. It's like what I said when I first swam it all. Then I said, this is for me. I'm going to be here forever. And people now keep saying something about when you can retire. And I said, well, I'm retired to the river. I'm married to the river, and I don't plan to divorce.
Next is the Battle-Worn animation loop that I made for my dad's birthday, featuring his wolf, Arminius.
This is where I fall into my grave, where only ash and dust remain. Don't hold me down, I swear I'm sane. I just have problems with the pain. Can't see clearly, life's so dreary when you're taking me out of my head, out of my head. Scream
Next up is the Packs of the Past animatic, which I finished June 19th for Father's Day, and is also just a little Vetr Eldr story bit.
Dad? We're pals, right?
Right.
And we'll always be together, right?
Let me tell you something that my father told me. Look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars.
Really?
Yes. So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. And so will I.
Next up is A Fine Summer Day, and this is finished, but I do plan to make a refined animatic for it, as this was just like the rough storyboard.
Floating up so high in the sky was a moon that drifted like it was floating by at the bus stop. As I was glancing up, there you as you were had again resurfaced in my mind.
Next up is the 2022 Betta Run Cycle, one of my best animations this year, and I'm really happy with how the seasonal variants turned out. And this was finished on August 10th. Next up is the 2022 intro attempt number 2, because I didn't like the first one after I came back to it, and I also still didn't finish this one and want to redo it again. I probably will not redo the ending, but I do want to redo the I in the beginning. And this was made back in August. Next up is the Daylight Festival storyboard. I included this one and not the Sunken Soundwaves storyboard since that has a finished animation and this doesn't. This was finished September 18th.
Built a home turned to ruins. Followed you into the night. Couldn't leave what you leave on. Nothing less come to life. Come take life.
And then next up is the Sunken Soundwaves Music Festival promo. This was finished October 16th.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Let me feel it. Let me feel it. Fall into you.
Next up is the Awaken Storyboard, and just like the Music Festival storyboards, this one is the only storyboard I have in here, as Burn has a full animation. And this one was created on November 2nd.
The night beckons while you dream. As you stand upon the edge, while the devil is knocking right at your door. So while you restless, each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. A taste of destiny you're searching for. Awaken, awaken, the fight is at your door. Take up the cause.
Next up is the TV packaging animations. These include the ident, seasonal ident, bumper, and the blooper. And these were finished on December 5th. Happy Holidays from Monarch. Up next, Vetr Eldr. Winter's Fire, Monarch's Rise. Oh, hi Teach. Let me help you, little dude. There you go. Oh, sounds like Spundella's performance is starting. Come on, let's go watch. And the last animation of the year, the Burn Vetr Eldr trailer, finished December 7th, and probably one of my best animations to date.
You can try to break me. I cut my teeth on people like you. I will not surrender. I never learned to lose a fight. There's fire in my blood.
And that is all. I will see you guys tomorrow for the 2023 channel trailer. Bye!